Hey guys, today as of recording is Tuesday, April 18th, and it is 6:41 p.m. as I'm recording this voiceover. This was done sometime in middle of March, before the 19th. I believe it was the week before. Or no, it was the beginning of March, because that's when I got a lot of my light and my desk and all of that. I haven't been available for vlogging lately, and that's not because I've been busy. It's because I've had a lot of issues with my motivation, as you could probably guess, considering that is my biggest excuse, is the fact that I just don't feel motivated, and I've been depressed, and I haven't felt like I could get on camera. And I feel like part of that has something to do with my weight. I am having a lot of trouble gaining weight again, and I'm not going to get into numbers or anything like that, so don't worry about me potentially talking about triggering things. I'm not going to be talking about that in depth, but I have been struggling quite a bit with my mental health, and I want to get a handle on that because vlogging has been really beneficial for me. It's been really helpful. It's been something that I really enjoy. It's something that helps me look back on things that I've done and, be like, I don't even, like, I remember doing these things, of course, but I don't, like, it's not something that I think about. That I sat and had to build this whole desk, and now that I'm watching this video, I'm remembering of how frustrating it was because I had to sleep out on the couch because the first time they tried to deliver it, they didn't deliver it because I didn't answer my door in time, and I was like a minute late. And, I haven't really thought about that, but now that I'm seeing this clip, I remember that happened, and that was also that I put this part on wrong, so I had to undo it and completely put this leg back on. Like, these little things are things that I like to sit and remember, and I like to sit and, like, think about, like, the little mundane things that happen in my life, and I don't think about them or even remember them unless I have vlogs. Same with this. Like, I started to try to flip this desk around so that I could screw the top on, and I completely did it wrong, and I had to push it back. Like, that's a stupid little thing that I completely forgot about until I looked at these clips again. Because this was a month ago. More than a month ago at this point, because it's April 18th. I did this in the beginning of March. It's almost been 2 months. And I just think that I really like vlogging. It's really beneficial. It helps with my memories. It helps me realize how far I've come and how empty my apartment was prior to me doing all of these things. It has taken me so long to build up my apartment space, and it's been so cool being able to watch it in vlogs. And the fact that I haven't been vlogging isn't beneficial to me. And these are clips of me just showing, like, the befores and afters. Like, this one was I had completely cleaned my whole apartment. Everything was finally put together, and the floors were mopped, and after the mess of completely tearing it apart to build that furniture. And it's a really great moment. And again, it's something that I wouldn't have thought about because it's not something that I think about. And this here is me working on my passion project. And, like, I try to work on these things and I want to work on these things, but it's so difficult when your mental health is in the way. And the more I think about my mental health, the more I think that I'm not as depressed as I think that I am. I think it's a lot to do with my ADHD, because a lot of my depression stems from my trauma, which I'm not going to get into because, again, I'm not wanting to edit this video more than I already have. But I also think it stems from the lack of productivity and my lack of time management, which the ADHD makes it so difficult to do. And it's not that, like, this is a new thing, because I know that, like, I only recently got diagnosed, but I just thought that I was lazy. Now that there's, like, a way to fix it, now that I know that, that's really cool, but I feel like I've wasted a lot of my life getting diagnosed so late in my life. If I had been diagnosed, if I had, like, a set of parents that cared and got me diagnosed with these things that I had been showing symptoms of my entire life when I was younger, I could have been helped a lot sooner if I had just gotten the help that I needed at an earlier age, and I would have gotten that help if I had family that cared. But I didn't. I didn't get that privilege. I didn't get the satisfaction, or, God, not the satisfaction. I didn't get the privilege of having a family that cared about me enough to do that. And even when I try to do these things that I love and enjoy, it's hard for me to stay focused on them. So this little clip right here is just me appreciating my apartment and how clean it is and how nice it all looks all put together. With this little table here, the table that's my old desk. I just put a tablecloth on it, and it has a really cute little pattern on it. It's really nice. It has, like, the creases have come out a little bit more since I put it on, but I don't have an iron, so it's not fully, ironed out. That's my little crafting thing that I made, and I have my canvases on the wall, by the way, so that I don't have to have them on the floor gathering dust, and it kind of blocks out where I want the canvases to be. And here are my little crystal collection. I love crystals, and not even in like the crystal bitch way. I've just always really loved pretty rocks. I've always collected them ever since I was little. Every time we would go to a museum or anything of that nature, if they had one of those little like rock things, I would always get some. And I want to appreciate the small things in life again, and I want to appreciate the things in my home, and I want to learn how to be better with my time management, especially with the shortage in ADHD medication. I'm not going to be getting help anytime soon, and it sucks because I need it a lot. Also, this is my eye. I'm not like crying in this clip. It's my eye doing that thing again. And I thought it would be fun to document it because I've documented every other time my eye does that. And like, this is more of my passion project. Like, I want to do better. This next clip is just my birthday clip, so enjoy that. So I did spend my birthday by myself, and the way that I celebrated was that I had a package of those Little Bites chocolate chip muffins, and I bought a pack of candles, and I made a wish on one of the muffins, on one of the candles that I had gotten for it. And I didn't really do much beyond that, and it wasn't a terrible birthday. I've had worse birthdays, and I have had better birthdays. So here I was just talking about how I had been sick, and this was filmed on April 19th. April 14th, I'm sorry, oh my god. This was wow, I can't talk. This was filmed on April 19th, and I had been sick with a cold for a few days. I actually just recently got over it on Saturday, and I hadn't been sick in a really long time, and I don't really know how I got sick. But I was talking about here. I had sent my friend a message how I was tired of letting so much control my life, like my trauma, my parents, my disabilities. And I said that, of course, I was going to take care of myself and that I was going to start being more gentle with myself, but what I'm doing to protect myself isn't good for me. And it's like the level that my parents were doing. And why would I do that to myself? And I said that I just want to do better for myself because I deserve good things, just like everybody else does. And I wanted to start being better for myself because nobody else is going to be, as good to me as I need to be. That is the most important thing, is that I'm good to myself even when nobody else really is or has been. And I just want that for myself. I want to be good to myself, and I want to be the person that I need most. And it's hard when I'm not doing things that are good for me. And I think that really stems from that ADHD thing that I was talking about earlier, that it's really difficult for me to go and do these things when I don't have the motivation to, and then with an ADHD medication shortage, and not to mention that ADHD medication makes people lose weight. I don't need to be losing any weight. That's the last thing I need to be doing. And it's so frustrating because I really don't think I'm going to be getting any help for this anytime soon. And between that and trauma, I really think those are the things that contribute most to my depression. Maybe not the anxiety, but I feel like trauma stems a lot from the anxiety. I don't think it's a chemical imbalance. I think it's neurodivergence. And it's really frustrating. And it's really debilitating, honestly. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about those struggles in this vlog. That's why it's mostly a voiceover. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. It's a shorter one despite being so many clips, but I think it was an important one to make. And I want to try to start posting these on Wednesdays again, and I want to start doing all of this stuff again. I want to start doing vlogs again, and I want to start doing things that benefit me again. Even if they're hard, even if they're not comfortable, I want to do things that help me do better, and I want to do things that help my life become better because I deserve a good life. I've had a shitty life for a long enough time. It's time to change.